I greet everyone who is watching the Sotnik-TV channel at this moment. Today is May 23, 2024, Thursday. See our full programs on the Patreon resource. And here are the main topics for today. The Ukrainian army managed to stop the advance of the Russians in the Kharkov direction and stabilize the front line. American weapons that arrived in time helped in this matter. Meanwhile, a debate has flared up in the United States itself about whether Kyiv can use longer-range American missiles to strike Russian territory. Speaker of the U.S. House of Representatives Mike Johnson has already advocated such a permit, and Republican Michael McCaul called on the Biden administration to lift the unspoken ban on the use of weapons by the Ukrainian army in Russia. In response, Secretary of State Blinken articulates a vague formula: let Ukraine decide for itself whether to strike or not to strike. The Biden administration finds itself in a difficult position when the decisive comma is still missing from the ban cannot be allowed formulation. But it needs to be installed. Putin continues to cleanse his corrupt generals. The head of the main communications directorate of the armed forces, Lieutenant General Vadim Shamrin, and also the deputy head of the General Staff Gerasimov, was detained for bribery. As soon as the Ministry of Defense hinted at revising borders in the Baltic Sea, the conversations had to be stopped and the draft resolution hidden. In the cave they are discussing, what was that? They don't want to see Russians in Norway anymore. From May 29, Norway will introduce restrictions on the entry of Russian citizens into the country. British Prime Minister Rishi Sunak risked calling early general elections for July 4 this year. Watch in the program, Postscript. Behind the smokescreen of purges in the Ministry of Defense, the process of reviving Soviet traditions is underway. For example, it was decided to revive the so-called 12th Directorate of the GRU. It was involved in connections with international crime, assassinations of politicians and kidnappings of political opponents. China has begun exercises around Taiwan. In response, Taiwan's Ministry of Defense condemned them as irrational provocations. And that is all. See our full programs on the Patreon resource. And thanks to everyone who is becoming our patrons right now. Hugs to everyone. See you tomorrow on Friday Live. And we'll see you with free cartridges even today, in the Briefly program. See you. Glory to Ukraine.